Oh, guess what time it is? That's right. This week's episode is brought to you by AMAudiomedia.com, home of the Doctor Who audio play. We had them on the podcast a while back. What was it? June the 21st. We had a great time, and they were hilarious and so forth. We're going to have them back. Also, there's going to be a fan expo this year, and we're going to see them. We're going to hang out with them. So go to the website, listen to their Doctor Who audio play, and tell them the droids sent ya. Woo! Chimichanga.
This is my city. I've come back because I care what's happening to it. Sometimes I feel like I'm the only one who cares. This town is at a tipping point. Crime and corruption ooze from every corner.
So keep your calm and carry on. The whole world's sitting on a ticking bomb.
Someone needs to take a stand against it all.
And it's about to explode.
And that is where we come in.
And that was the trailer to Gotham, a new trailer. It's all about Gordon. Should it be? I think it should be. Why not? The man's been in 75 years of Batman comics. It's only fair that he actually gets his own TV show. Oh, hi there. It's been a while since I talked to you guys since. What's it been, a week? Maybe 2 weeks? Should I tell you? Yeah, I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you because there's things sometimes that happens outside of people's control. And we're all entitled to our shit day, or shit weekend, or shit week. When you get just pretty much frustrated with everything and everyone around you. So that's what happened to good old Mr. J here. Now I'm back. We got a lot of work to do. There's some changes coming to the Droid page. So sit still. There's a lot coming. Without getting too much details, I mean, there's a lot of people who had a lot of negative things to say about me, which I didn't really appreciate. Yeah, I know. But, I mean, it is what it is. You can't make people happy. You're just going to have to move on with your life. So, we're back, and we're going to be kicking ass more than ever, and I have a lot of news to go through. So with that said, to all the people who don't like the fact I'm back, I have one thing to say to you.
Fuck you!
And for the crazy hashtag Mountain Man that's been following me around, having a great time, laughing at my expense, I did recently threaten to beat him with a pillowcase made out of Ric Flair's skin with, I think it was doorknobs. I said I was going to beat him. Unfortunately, he's the one that kind of laid the smackdown on me and forced me, I wouldn't say forced, talked me back into the podcast. And for that, sir, I salute you. One giant woo!
Previously on AMC's The Walking Dead.
Rick, all messed up from his previous encounter. Will he be able to be the savior of The Walking Dead? Or will Carl finally stay in the fucking house? Also known now as a train car. Only time will tell. Will Carl, Rick, Carol, Tyrese, Glenn, Maggie survive this season of The Walking
Dead? Who gives a fuck? Really, this sneak preview was kind of dumb. Like, oh my god, look, there's some hordes of zombies over there. Quickly, we need to hide. This show is going downhill. You know what the best part of this show is? This track by Artificial Fear. So give it a quick listen. Find him on YouTube. Artificial Fear. Oh, I forgot to do a segue. I know we got news, so I got to speed this up. So, what's a good way to cause any segue in any conversation that everyone will always look away? I just got to say one name.
Michael Bay.
my god, that person fell off their chair. They're gonna hit the ground. Ah! Alright, no more shenanigans. That was fun enough, and I've already soaked 5 minutes of this podcast. I have to admit, every time we say his name, it causes explosions. It is kind of funny. So, Marvel's been busy, and we have a lot of Marvel news, so I'm going to try and do it. So this is what we're going to do, Mr. J Omnibus. So what that means is I'm going to rapid fire, I think, at least 10 Marvel situations that occurred in the last 2 weeks while I've been gone. Alright, let's get going.
Finish him!
Mr. J, what is your opinion about Thor becoming a woman? Does this affect the end of the world for comics?
No. No one really gives a shit. If anything, that just made all the cosplayers or groupies of cosplayers very happy. Let's be honest here. Nothing more turns on a nerd than seeing a woman crossplaying and as a human male character. I have seen some pretty interesting Thor female characters cosplay done. Does this mean the end of the world? Hell no. It's just the beginning, really. Marvel's being smart, they're trying to make things fun, and I think a female Thor is definitely not the end of the world, so all you fanboys out there, you better relax.
Dear Mr. J, why is Marvel killing off Wolverine? I thought he was regenerative, and I thought he can foot sweep a glitter boy.
Inside joke to people who listen and know me.
Why is Marvel killing this character? And why should we buy his comic book since he's dying? Furthermore, I also heard that Marvel is also killing off the X-Men just to bring them back. Does this sound like a waste of time? Did Bryan Singer have something to do with this? What's your thoughts?
Well, basically at this point, Marvel's looking to reboot their franchise. X-Men has had so many storyline arcs, and so many multiple universes, yeah. It's time to take a break. It's time for good old Wolverine to have a couple months off. And from what I read already, Wolverine... See, this is a horrible advertisement on Marvel's part, because they've already announced they're bringing back Wolverine. Should just killed him. Killed him for 6 months. Don't even tell anyone he was coming back, and comes back in a random X-Men comic. That would make sense. Will this translate into a movie? It could. We're already 2 issues of the 3 issues in. I'm sure there's going to be more after that about how Wolverine did finally kick the bucket, per se. But, Bryan Singer could have a hand in the movie, the last Wolverine movie. He's still got Age of Apocalypse to go. So, there's a lot of things happening for Marvel still. So, let's still give it a shot. Read the comic book is what I'm going to tell you right now.
Dear Mr. J, what is your favorite part of Guardians of Galaxy? Do you read the comics? And also, what makes you want to watch this movie?
Well, it's funny. I actually never read a Guardian of the Galaxy comic up to last week, which was the Rocket Raccoon #1. What sold me? The acting. Star-Lord! Yeah, Chris Pratt. And actually, just everyone they picked, even Dave Bautista, believe it or not. Dave Bautista is passable at this time, which is odd coming from me. But, there's not much news for Guardians of the Galaxy, but what really sold me is the soundtrack, because I'm a huge hardcore, old-school music person, and the soundtrack just works perfectly for it. So, let's keep going. I'm sure we have something more to talk about. No much update on Spider-Man, but Spider-Man still sucks. So Kevin Feige, speaking on behalf of Marvel, says Marvel will be swayed into making a female lead superhero movie. I think they need to come to terms with that, because no bones about it. DC's not hiding the fact that they want to pop a Wonder Woman movie. We've all wanted a Wonder Woman movie. Hell, I'll even take a New Age, Batgirl movie if they can find the right person and make it how it is in DC 52. But he says they won't be swayed to making a female lead role because he doesn't want to feel part of a trend, and I get that. But he also goes on to talk about how Ant-Man is still going to happen. A lot of people are still on the fence about Ant-Man. I just don't see it as a marketable film, but they keep saying it's going to be a marketable film. So I don't know what to tell people on that. It's Ant-Man. I honestly don't know a fan of Ant-Man. There probably is. There's probably a legion of Ant-Man fans that I don't know about. The little people. But I don't see much of a selling point in it, so I'm kind of on my lost I'm kind of lost on that. And then Kevin Feige goes on talking about Josh Brolin as Thanos, and then Black Panther, Iron Man 4, Thor 3, and more. In a lengthy interview that he had, he basically said that there's going to be a new franchise every single year. What? That's a little bit extreme, right? And it goes back to what I said. They were trying to map out what the next 20, 30, 40 years is going to look like, and that's fine. I think no one's really against that. But now you're just being a little bit greedy. And what I mean by a little bit greedy, you got to slow this down because you're going to burn through this franchise. Look what happened to Spider-Man. They popped out 3 Spider-Man as fast as possible. First one was good, second one was third one was an atrocity because they just wanted to make the money. And the new series isn't too bad, but you're getting greedy is the point I'm trying to get to. And going back to Josh Brolin as Thanos, I couldn't honestly think of anyone else that could be Thanos. He fits it perfectly. And then, but wait, there's more. Kevin says now that they're also going to talk about the possibility of Falcon becoming Captain America, which is happening in the comic books, which is now a possibility down the road because the guy who plays Captain America now, believe it or not, his name actually, Chris Evans, yeah, his name actually left me for a minute there, doesn't want to be Captain America after the 3rd Captain America film, and after he wraps up with Avengers. And that's fair enough, you don't be the same role at all times, but, it gotta be something different, and I get that part of it, but this is your motherfucking movie check, is what I would say. Not smart in any shape and form. That's what I'm gonna say. And with that, I think it caught us all up in the Marvel news. I think. Maybe. Not 100% sure. Let me take a double look. Nope. We're pretty much good at this point. Yippee-ki-yay! Would you believe something else got leaked on the internet? No way! I'm not even joking. This is kind of ridiculous. So now, the plot to Star Wars Episode 7 is not out. Now we know. Should I ruin for you? All I will tell you is this, is that they're looking for Luke Skywalker. That's all I'm going to tell you. I don't want to ruin too much. It kind of was a given, being as which they brought Hamill back, but I think this is not based off the expanding universe, which I'm not going to sit here and try and tell you that I know what I'm talking about, because I don't, when it comes down to expanding universe of the Star Wars world. But what I will tell you is that you guys need to do a better job of, locking up your shit. Like, this is getting a little bit ridiculous, because every time I look, something else got leaked. Like, smarten the fuck up. So now I'm told that Jessica from True Blood, by the way, True Blood's ending. Have I watched the last 2 episodes? Hell fucking no. I'm going to force myself to watch it. Tears of Blood. Yeah, I just think that she made a good move. She's going to be joining the cast in the new Daredevil TV show that's going on Netflix, and good for her. Good for her. I know, not really much news, but you know what? Jessica's freaking hot. You know what? Her career should not end this early. So Daredevil is a good idea.
Barbaric!
And that's pretty much it for the news, except for the fact that they're still going to go ahead and try to make an Akira movie, but now it'll be written by the screenwriter from Edge of Tomorrow, Dante Harper. 9. Or no. So with that said, we can hope this doesn't happen, because I'm a diehard Akira fan, and for it to be crushed like this, it kind of hurts the Babylons, if you know what I'm talking about. And that's the news. Mr. J is back. More podcasts coming. Got some more exciting news, but I'm going to keep it to myself for now. And with that said, enjoy your chimichanga, and thanks for listening.
Hello there, I'm the Governor, also known as the Gummy Bear of Candiconia. First off, I'd like to implement new rules. There must be a new gym in every city of the great state of California. It'll be called 25-Hour Fitness for 1 extra hour of working out! Anyway, here in my home city, I've been able to find some wonderful musicians with whom I will present my music to the masses. Some of you know my movies with stunning images and powerful emotions portrayed by none other than me, Mr. Universe, and the greatest actor in the world. I will now attempt a recorded audio format to communicate some of the deep feelings I had while filming the classics like Kindergarten Cop, The Terminator, Total Recall, and The Terminator. Thank you for giving me your time, your clothes, and your motorcycle. Now listen up, everyone. This next one's called No! Yeah. Come on, guys. You're supposed to come in already. Where's the drummer? Yeah, it's so embarrassing. 1, 2, 3.